proud. All right, everybody. Hello, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 o'clock to our weekly Zoom call. I'm excited to see so many smiling faces on. I'm still adding a few people. Tonight, we are going to talk Show Me the Money, and we're going to do an all-team booking blitz. So I'm really excited. With the help of Angie Schaefer, Lisa Burns, and Sheila Rupert, we are going to roll this baby out. But before we get to that, we're going to take a couple minutes for victories, announcements, and product knowledge segment. So who would like to share a victory or two?
Well, I'll share.
Go.
I just took a couple minutes right before the call to try to get a victory to share on the call, and it happened. Cool. So I just sent a quick, I've been just like copy pasting to people on Facebook. I'm like, I can do like 3 people at a time every time I have a minute, right? So I sent one out to the gal. I actually met the gal who owns Dead on Arms. I don't know if you around it's a big gun store. A woman bought it. Anyway, I'm like, hey, do you want to host a party? And she said yes. So she's gonna host a party at the gun store.
Ooh, when is she gonna do it?
We're looking at September.
Perhaps.
Guns and beer bread buns.
There you go. Yes. Boom. Well, maybe that'll count for the booking blitz, Desiree.
Yes. We haven't set the exact date, but we're literally talking about it right now.
Well, congratulations. You nail her.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
She's awesome. I love her.
Well, good luck. Good luck. That sounds like fun. Way to have a victory, Desiree. A legit hot off the press victory.
Yes.
Awesome. Who else would like to share? Don't be shy. Okay, I'll share one then, and then one more. I'm sure someone else is just dying to share. So I had an event in Kindred, North Dakota, about $800 in sales. Woo. And a team member, here's my victory. Sales are fine, but of course the bookings are what counts. A past team member walked up to me, and I didn't remember her really at first. Has that ever happened to you? Anyway, her name is Stacy, and she never really took off, right? And she actually just was removed from the team, I think June 1st or July 1st or whatever. And she's like, I'm not a consultant anymore. I'm like, yeah, you're not, Stacy, but heck, I know you love the product. She goes, yeah, it just didn't work for me. She's an accountant. I said, well, why not have a party? She goes, yeah, I should do that. I said, okay, well, I'll reach out to you. And so, of course, when you make contact with people, 24 to 48 hours, get back to them, right? So I private messaged her this morning. And of course, I say, great to see you at the Kindred Days. Let's schedule that party. And I looked on Facebook. The last time she'd had a party was in December, the very first week. So I'm like, hey, end of November, 1st of December, let's do it. She's like, sure. So, let's just follow up. Mm-hmm. Follow up. So anyway, there's a victory. Who else? Time for one more.
I can go.
Yes.
I shared this on my team page, but I had a bridal shower the Sunday after. Did I share this on the Dream Achievers page? I'm so scatterbrained today. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I had a bridal shower for my niece on the Sunday after Party Palooza, and I had procrastinated getting a gift because I was on vacation and then I was at Party Palooza, but I knew I had a 10 meal kit here. So I'm like, well, if I don't get a chance to get something off her registry, I'll just use that 10 meal kit. So I wrapped it up, put a card on it. She opened it up. She loved it. And then when I went to leave and to go say goodbye to her and like 3 other ladies were all going through the box and unwrapping all the bottles and looking at the catalog or looking at the recipe booklet. And one of the ladies said, do you have a catalog on you? And I happened to throw like 6 catalogs in my purse, which was, I can't believe I actually thought to do that.
Yay.
So I gave her a catalog, and I think the Tuesday after that, she placed a $120 order.
Woo. Wow.
I know. So you just never know where you're going to find a new customer.
I love it. So did you know her?
No, she was an aunt on the other side, on the groom's side.
So cool.
No,
That
I'd
is
never
so
met her
fun.
before.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, congratulations,
Yeah,
Sheila.
it was kind of
And-
fun.
Yeah, cool. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, if you have more victories, you can share it down in the screen, but we're going to move on. And a couple of announcements I just wanted to share is I will be hosting a Taste and Trends at my home on August 29th at 6:30. I wish you could all come, but I know a lot of you are too far away. If you are hosting a Taste and Trends and you want to invite your team or even sister consultants, put it on the team page, you guys, okay? And get people there. Jill Challenge. I bet there's
I have
a
a
few.
question.
Oh, yep.
Can I ask you really quick? When you host a Taste and Trends, do they send you like a few samples if you register that you're hosting
No.
it, or no? You
Nope.
just do it on your own.
Yep,
Yeah.
those days are long gone.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And you know how we do it here, Desiree? Everybody brings a dish to share. And I have to
Oh,
tell
okay.
you, or however they want to sample it, it's so fun to see what people bring. So if you've got a couple consultants in your area, just do it. I mean, I can think of Mary Altoff, and I mean, some people is like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. So just get some people together, and you don't have to sample everything, but you know, we
Right.
try to, but yeah, so that's how we do it and just make it fun.
Okay. I'm gonna
Good.
reach out and see if anybody wants to hang out, do it.
Yeah, and you could even invite potential hosts or consultants or whatever, so you could have fun with it, Desiree. Okay, well, I bet there's a few of you here in the call that have already earned the Jill Challenge. Either you sponsored somebody or you sold $1,250. So cool. And there's still plenty of time. It's open to everybody. You get that cool mug. And for those of you that attended Party Palooza in person or virtually, you'll have it signed. So any other burning announcements that I didn't think of? Nope. All right. Then we're going to move on to the fair and mild Sheila Rupert, and she has volunteered to do the product knowledge segment. So take it away, Sheila.
Okay, so the first product that I tried out of the new catalog was the one pan chicken Parmesan mix. And I made it exactly as instructed. So it's a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Oh, I take that back. I used avocado oil. 1.5 pounds of chicken cut into 6 pieces and pounded out. 2 medium zucchinis sliced, a 10-ounce container of grape tomatoes, a 1/2 cup of marinara, and a 1/2 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. So you take the mix and the olive oil, put it in a gallon size bag, mix it together, and then add your chicken and your zucchini and your tomatoes, and put that out onto a sheet pan that you have lined with, it says parchment paper, but you could use like nonstick aluminum foil also. And then just bake that for 15 minutes and remove from the oven, and then top your chicken with the marinara and the cheese and put it back in the oven until your chicken reaches 165 degrees. We absolutely loved it. I will make this time and time again. Just so easy and so flavorful. I know one of my team members made it, and she did a pasta dish on the side. And then I was telling somebody at work about it, and she's like, oh, I hate grape tomatoes. I wouldn't buy that. And I'm like, well, you can substitute mushrooms. You could substitute yellow squash. You could do potatoes. You could do sweet potatoes. I'm just like, oh, I never thought of that. So she was adding that to her list of things she wanted to get. But I did look at the website before we came on just to see if there were any other recipe ideas, and there are not. And there's nothing on the box either. So I don't know what else I would do with the coating mix.
Jane said broccoli, I know was one.
Broccoli.
that?
I did it with
cauliflower.
potatoes. Mhm.
Oh, sure. Well, why
Yeah,
mess with perfection, Sheila? It's
Right.
so dang
You-
good.
If you had someone that was like doesn't eat meat, you could certainly roast vegetables with it.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good.
I don't like grape tomatoes, but I ate them. They
Oh
were
my
so,
gosh, we did
especially
too.
baked.
Yeah, they
they
get
were
just so
good.
soft, and I just
Mhm,
put a bite on with my chicken, and oh, it
what I
was
did.
perfection. I loved it.
mhm.
So Yeah. That's
Thank-
it. That's what I
thank-
got.
Thanks, Sheila. I mean, for those
welcome.
nights where you don't know what to make, and gosh, really, you could use chicken and frozen veggies if you had to, right? I mean, you could just throw some frozen veg, right? Couldn't you? I mean, I love the
Cauliflower,
fresh.
broccoli.
Don't forget, don't get me wrong, but
Well, it's just so nice right now with all the zucchini and the tomatoes
yes,
and the onions and potatoes and just to use up all those garden veggies.
I agree. But isn't it funny how you like it's obvious to us, obviously substitute something different, but like you had to
Right.
point that out to her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I don't like tomatoes. I wouldn't buy that. I'm like, hello, you don't need to use tomatoes.
Yeah, so people are so literal sometimes. It's so funny.
Right.
So anyway, Sheila, thank you. And I
You're
think
welcome.
we should sell the heck out of that. What's it called? The One Pan Wonders.
People
one
seem
pan-
really excited about them.
Yeah, and that you can get them all for what, a couple $1 discount. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that all three
$24.99 for all
as a
three.
set.
Down in the very corner, if you haven't noticed, you can get the 3 of them as a collection.
Yep,
Yep.
save $2, it looks like.
Yeah.
25 compared. Yep. So how convenient is that? So
And I know somebody, Becky O'Neill, just did one too, and she did the fajitas. She did a live with it tonight, and she only has 2 people in their family. So before she cooked it, she froze half of the mix, and I thought that was a great idea. So
Well, that's what Sherry did too. You divided out
oh, yeah,
the,
you did too.
yeah, I
You
just
divided
divided
the
up the
mix.
seasoning and put half mix in a little
Yeah.
Ziploc bag. And
That's
I
right.
made the fajita mix tonight. It was amazing. My husband still hasn't come in. I don't know what the heck, farming or something. So when he comes in, he'll be able to eat, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah, she
I-
actually made it and then froze it. Like didn't cook it, but made
Oh.
the whole mix and then just split it in half, cooked half, froze the other half. And that would be nice for a quick freezer.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, I
It's
just
kind of
divided.
already chopping and stuff. So
Yeah, true. I just divided the seasoning. But-
It's
Oh
just
my
the 2
gosh.
of us at my house. I made it all, but we had 2 meals off of it. Just
Yeah.
That'd be
did
a
in the
great
microwave.
idea for just like a party. Like
Yeah,
a,
we like leftovers, so it was good.
Yeah, you for sure
and
could do it
two-
at a party.
like a
With the
prep-
leftovers too, you could make pasta the second night and just, toss it into pasta and add some Parmesan cheese or something.
Another
yeah.
great idea.
A lot of mileage out of that. Those 3.
Mhm, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, very, very exciting. All right. Well, thank you, Sheila, for the product knowledge on the one pan meals and the chicken parm to be specific.
You're welcome.
Yay. Okay, so let's move on to our topic, show me the money. We are rolling out an all-team booking blitz open to all 3 lines. I'll share this on the team page when we get done, and I will give you details. But first of all, I've got some pretty cool leaders here on the call. They're going to share a couple things about booking blitzes, and I will let you know it starts today or now until I'm going to leave it open for an entire week. Because I know sometimes you're like, well, I got this and I got that. And it'll be open till 10 a.m. next Monday. But I have on the call with us, Sheila is going to share how to do, Angie is going to share how to get a list together and reach out to past hosts, creating a list. Sheila will then move on to how to do and set up a mystery host party. And Lisa Burns is going to inspire us with booking parties west of the Mississippi. So buckle up and let's hear from these 3 rock stars. So Ange, if you want to get started.
All right, I'm going to share my screen here. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, it says you have to allow it.
You know what? I looked at that earlier and it said
That's
that
okay.
it said that it would. So if I look down on security.
Let's see here. Yeah,
Participants,
because I thought since I could see it, let me
Angie.
maybe it's me that has to do it. Well, shoot, let me see.
Well, we got it to work for Sheila.
That's true. Maybe Sheila, if you want to go, maybe I have to allow it.
Share screen. I'm sorry, I thought we had this figured out.
No, I did too, because usually it doesn't even show you if you can't.
Do you have the little things on the bottom of your screen?
Yeah, so I click it and it just says, yeah, it says I have to.
Here, multiple participants can share. I just clicked on that. Maybe because Sheila already shared.
Maybe.
Does it work now for you?
Let's see here. You guys see anything? No?
No.
Well, shoot.
Multiple participants can share simultaneously.
Open system preference. Maybe if you want to let, otherwise I'll get it.
Sheila, do you want to start then?
Yeah, I can see. I'm clicking on share screen. Here we go.
Oh, there we go. I had to click that button.
You got it, Angie?
I think so. But if you want to. Sorry guys, I thought it would work. Yeah.
Do you see mine?
Oh, we do, Sheila. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. So to set up a mystery host party, for those of you who don't know, so go into my HQ, parties and orders, manage my parties and orders. And then I already have one under my name here that I started, but I'll show you how to start another. So I would make it a catalog party. And then this is the important part. When it asks you if you'll be the host, you might think you should put yes because I have the party under my name, but I'm going to do no. Otherwise, you won't get the host special. So I always just put it in my name. Choose me for the host. Hello. And then the important thing is when you choose who your host is, you need to edit your party then. So on this host information, you can click on edit, and then you can change your host name and ship to address and all of that. So you make sure you do that so you don't accidentally get it shipped to yourself. And that is basically how I do it. And then on my Facebook group, I typically put, this time I did Sheila's fall product release mystery host party. And your link, of course, is right here where you would link everyone to order from the party.
That's awesome.
So that's how everybody else does it. That's how I do it. Some
Yeah.
people put like the name, they'll put mystery host.
That's what I do.
I do too.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Sheila?
I put mystery host, and then when I close it out where it says the ship to, that's when I change the person's name.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, either way works. I have always done it under my name and just changed it at the end, and it works fine. And they get the host special.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So Sheila shared this for those of you that, you know, maybe haven't done a mystery host party in a while, and great time to do it. So any questions for Sheila? No? Well, thank you, Sheila, for showing us how to do it.
You're welcome.
So Angie, are you ready
I
to?
think so. I'm gonna give it
All
a
right,
shot.
I'll stop
Yeah.
share now. Back
Sheila's
to
got us.
Angie. Here we go, Angie.
All right.
You're up.
Good. You seeing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to show you how to look at your past parties. So for those of you who have been doing it for a little while, even a past season, this way you make sure you know how to look at old parties, because that is really where they're kind of like your warm leads. And so rebooking, and it's always amazing. I even go back further. So you want to go into your TS Central and then click on HQ login, which gets you into the old system. You're going to click on parties and orders, and then manage my parties and orders. Okay. And then it'll show what you currently have. But what you're going to want to scroll down here is go to party lookup. Okay. And I think there is a link that you can do this, but this is how I do it. Okay. And then up here is the most important part where you can choose the date range and you can look at what. So you can look at just like last August 20 to 22. If you want to know, well, what did I do in August of 2022? You could put it on the 1st to the 30th. I even like to go back a little bit further. So you can even go back to like 2021, again, depending on how long you've done it, but you set it however you want. And sometimes I even go further back just because it's kind of neat to see. And then you can ask those people and then click view parties and it will show you every party you've had for those dates. And so then you can kind of go through them, pick and choose. It'll show you on the right here if it's a catalog, a fundraiser, what exactly you had. This doesn't quite work right with the party date. It used to. But yeah, or you can search for host. If you know you had one, you can search by their first or last name. But I love doing this because then I just go through. So I look at who had a party last August. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. I only had 2, but these are 2 people that I could then ask again because I usually word something like, hey, it's been a year since we had your awesome party. Do you want to book again? And so even if they say no, I ask them again. If they said no, like maybe you asked in December or something, times, just word it with like, hey, I was just seeing if anything's changed and if you could do that. So is anybody else use that method?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I get a lot of my parties. Yep. Okay, so maybe some people watching the replay, it might be different. The other thing I wanted to show you that I had some awesome success with in the last just week or so. I don't remember where I got it from. I think it was just from Party Palooza. Somebody mentioned something about a host Hall of Fame. And so I thought, you know what? I want to do this. Are you guys seeing my Facebook now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I ran a party list and I ran it for like the last 3 years. So you could do one for each year. And what I did is I actually exported it into Excel, which you wouldn't have to do. But you could then find your top parties. And so I just used Canvas and I can actually share this with you. I shared it with my team, but I just made this. You could change it to your name. And then I just went through and put my top 15 parties on here. So you can see here, like Leslie Imhoff had a $2,200 party online. I keep asking, like, this is why I keep bugging you, but I just went through and did it. So then what I did is I posted it on my VIP page. I've also been posting a lot more on my personal page. And then I did a personal message to each of these top 15 people. And I just kind of put, look where you're at on the Hall of Fame. And then I kind of let them comment. And if they didn't, I brought up, but a lot of them were like, wow. And then I basically asked again, which it's shocking, like this 2,200, it is so hard to get her to rebook. I've literally probably asked her 7 times. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's probably true. And she finally rebooked with this one. This is the one I got her. Yeah, but not until February. But what I did is I made the link. I know. I was like, whatever. I made the link and I said, here you go. You can, if you have some back to school shop or Christmas shopping and stuff. But I rebooked probably 5 or 6 off of this. So
wow.
Leslie, Teresa. Yeah, I know. Let's see, Annette. Yeah, at least 5. Laura Door's gonna. And then Teresa Nicholson, who's on there 2 times. So I had been asking them, you guys, it's not like this was brand new, but it was something about this that I think shocked them and made them kind of remember it. So I wanted to share that little successful thing I tried too.
That is super fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been around for a while, but nobody's doing it anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Ever, yeah.
So look at the success you had with it, Angie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something about the visual with it. And I tagged them too in it. Yeah.
Lisa has a question.
Angie, how far did you go back on your parties?
I really started my partying in 2020. So I think I did it to like June of 2020, but almost all of those were from 2021 or 2022. Leslie was 2022. The top 5 were, but you could definitely just do it for like a year too. But I just kind of said, think you could beat your sales, that kind of thing.
That's such a great idea. I love that. I love the competitive edge too. Can you beat the past?
Like I said, I don't really know who I got it from. It was not my idea.
Well, you ran with it and it worked.
Yeah, but I'll share I think you can share the link and do it yourself. Otherwise, use even just anything. I bet you could even do it in Get Social.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Angie. Any other questions for Angie? All right, then let's move on to the fair and mild Lisa Burns, and she's going to talk about booking parties west of the Mississippi. Go, Lisa.
Okay, so this is kind of a broad topic, but when I first heard Booking Blitz, my first thought is finding new hosts, finding new customers. Parties will bring you new customers, and that's the whole point of doing the parties. So, like I said, my mind just went to finding new hosts, and I thought, where can I go for new hosts? And the thought popped into my mind when we heard at Palooza, and we've heard it before, west of the Mississippi. So that was my first thought, is trying to find people in those states that are west of the Mississippi and ask them to host parties. So who do you know in those other states? Well, first of all, there's 24 states west of the Mississippi, including all of us, the North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, it's all of us. But there's Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Idaho, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, Washington, a lot of options. So first thing I encourage you to do is go through your friends list and who on your friends list lives in those states. If you don't know offhand, maybe just do a poll on your private page, your personal page, or in your VIP page, depending where you want to target those people. Just setting up a poll, asking people where they live. You don't necessarily even have to tell them that you're looking for hosts, but just doing a poll to see where everybody lives, and then reach out to them by private message. The other thing that you can do is, if you know somewhere, a state or an area that you want to try to find a host in, and you're wondering if you have any clients, somebody that's ordered from you already in your address book, then you can do a search in your address book. So to do that.
Oh, good job, Lisa.
All right, so to do that, you can come into your My HQ. Mine is saved into my favorites, but if yours isn't, then go to Stay Connected and then into your address book. And then, because I was idle, I got logged out, so we're going back in. So into your address book, and then in this show contacts, you can do a zip code search. So if you've done a Google search for somewhere in Oklahoma, just enter that zip code. And then I would do it, if it's a state that you don't have a lot of customers in, I would go all the way to the 200 miles and do a search and see what that's going to pull up. And then you should have their email address or a phone number. You can start emailing them or texting them and just saying, hey, you know, you ordered back in June of 2022, and I'm, you know, the new fall winter catalog is out and I'm looking for a host in your area. How would you like to be one of my first hosts to share the new products with your friends? You know, just some sort of that type of wording that you thought of them, making it special that you are reaching out to them for a reason. And the other thing is simply just Facebook creeping. If you don't want to do the poll thing, my kids have always called me a creeper, because when they would come home and say kids' names from other schools, I'm like, I would go and look at them on Facebook to see what kind of kid they were. But anyway, so you can go if in your VIP group, because I have people in my VIP group that have been invited by customers, so I don't know them. So just go and hover over their picture or whatever, look at their profile and see where they're at and reach out to them, because they might be in one of those areas too. But so that's about all that I have. My challenge to you is to find a party in a different state, and preferably one of them that's we don't already represent.
I love it, Lisa. Good inspiration and great ideas. And that made me think, Lisa shared the west of the Mississippi map. I'll share the heat map. It's amazing. I mean, the reason Lisa shared that is we are so like, there's hardly anybody there. So very good. Well, let me just round this up by I'm going to share with you the details of the booking blitz, but I just want to share with you, and I'll put this on the team page. I want to share with you a script. Now, this is like super generic, okay? So here's a past host. And you can see it can be very simple, but you might want to personalize it a little bit, use your verbiage and make it kind of cute, or put some emojis in there. But hey, Shelly, Tastefully Simple's new fall winter catalog is here. You had such a fun Tastefully Simple party, or you could say you had such an amazing or successful, a few years ago. Wouldn't it be fun to get everyone together, either in person or online? I would love to treat you to a free shopping spree. What do you think? Then it shows an example for a past client, and then the next one shows an example for someone that's ordered from a party. Now, like I said, this is very bare bones and very generic, and you can put some emojis, you can personalize it a little bit, but I think I keep it short and sweet. I don't know, that seems to work for me, but I will share this on the team page. Any questions on that? And if you have verbiage that works for you, let's work together, and feel free to share that with everybody. Okay, so details on the team booking blitz. I will share the information. Like I said, I have a flyer that Jane put together. You're going to get a ticket for each new booking. And of course, that's the honor system. I'm not going to double check or anything, but we need a firm date. So Desiree is going to get that date with that person on the calendar, a firm date and her name. His or her name, okay? And then we're gonna have that tagged on the top of the Dream Achievers page, and you're just gonna go. You'll get a ticket, like I said, and the top prize will be the mini Ready for You. The crock pot. It holds up to a 2-quart crock, and I have like an oldie but goodie in here, but I actually just ordered a new one. But like, I think this is probably considered vintage.
I have one like that.
I have that same exact
It's
one.
probably vintage, but you know what? Gosh darn it. This puts a nice little meal in here for somebody. So I did order a black one that I shared on the team page. It's like $17. Oh, there you go, Desiree.
Yeah.
It holds 2 quart. And then the second prize is going to be the star dish. I did not order the spoon, and yours will be brand new. This is for me and for my display and stuff. But so anyway, that will be the 2 prizes. I did put a minimum of 50 bookings, and you're like, what? But gosh, you guys, we should easily be able to do that, like surpass that. And it's bookings from now till the end of December. So it's not like it's just August or September, it's December. But ideally, I know Angie just got that one for February, but ideally you want it in August or September. I don't know about you, but my October, is anybody else? Like, I am almost booked. All those green things are parties, online parties, and those are in-person parties. So my October is really almost booked. So I'm looking at September. Okay, law of realness. There's not a lot of green on this one. And then November is coming along. But you can do the same. You can book out far. And I'm going to try to talk to Brittany to say, please tell us our January incentive, September 30th, so we can be booking our January. So any questions on the booking blitz? Oh, I just want to tell you, you know the word enthusiasm? Do you know what the last 4 letters stand for? It's IASM. Does anybody remember that? Lisa, do you remember it?
I do. I am sold myself.
Yes.
That's right.
So enthusiasm, we bring this catalog to life, right? We really do. And enthusiasm is huge. And I am sold myself. I'm like blurry, is also important. So just to remind you about that. What else was I going to say? I just got so excited about the word enthusiasm. Oh, our speaker for next Monday night, because at 8:00 next Monday night is when I'm going to draw the 2 winners. But guess who's going to be sharing with us on how to work your business consistently? She happens to be our #1 seller for the past 10 years.
Woo!
Who would that be?
Kim.
Yeah, Kim Pond. Kim
That
is
is
going to be talking, sharing how to stay consistent, how to work your business consistently, and then we'll leave some time for questions at the end. So tune in for that, and hopefully you can get some of your team members on there as well. So I'm going to stop the recording, and if anybody has any comments or questions, for sure stay on. Otherwise,